Hey everybody, it's me again, and I am here to do something that's a little bit experimental with you guys, and I'm going to see how you guys like it, what you guys think, so be sure to let me know in the comments below or by giving this video a thumbs up. Originally I wanted to do a get ready with me video, but lately I've been feeling a little bit, I guess, overwhelmed, a combination of overwhelmed and kind of writer's blocked, I guess. I haven't been really getting inspired to do a whole lot of looks lately, but I think it's partly because I've had to do my makeup, well, not had to do, I've wanted to do my makeup so many times for Christmas parties and nights out and various things like that, so I've just kind of run out of ideas. So the idea I came up with today is I'm going to go ahead and test the mettle of different beauty gurus on YouTube. This may turn into a series. Let me know if you guys want it to, because I think this is a pretty neat idea. In my mind, a tutorial is supposed to be just that, a tutorial, an instructional video. The idea behind a successful tutorial is that a person who doesn't really do makeup as often, like me, should be able to take this tutorial video and recreate the look that that person did. So I've noticed on YouTube there are a lot of makeup tutorials that are less makeup tutorials and more look what I can do. Because they're things that are really not very replicable. Either they use limited edition products or products that are really expensive that the average person is probably not going to be able to get, or the techniques are just so utterly difficult and complicated that even somebody who's been doing makeup for a little while probably would have trouble doing them. So I'm gonna go through different beauty gurus that you guys suggest, and I'm gonna pick one of their videos. I'm going to try to replicate that makeup look. And today, the makeup look that I've decided to try and replicate is from Vintageortacky, or Cora. Cora has been on YouTube for about 7 years now, I think, and Vintageortacky is a wildly successful channel. She has probably well over 1 million billion subscribers by now. I'm subscribed to her. She makes some really great makeup looks. She's a professional makeup artist, and you can totally tell that she like lives, breathes, and eats makeup. Well, not eats makeup, but you get the idea. She's been on YouTube for a long time, and a lot of people really like her tutorials. But can they be replicated? We are about to find out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all my stuff together and watch the tutorial video off camera, so, you know, because you guys don't need to see me watching the video. And then I'm gonna try and replicate this look for you guys. So, I will be right back. Hey guys, okay, I'm back after watching the video, and for the record, the tutorial I've decided to do today is the doe eyes look. I'll go ahead and post a link to the video in the description below. It seems pretty straightforward and simple, and she says that it's a look that you can do with multiple different types of lip color, which would be really great. Because I don't necessarily have the lip color she used in the video, so I'm gonna kind of go for a little bit something different. She also uses the Bella Eyes eyeshadows, both of which I have, and she uses the Lorac Pro 2 palette, which I have as well. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. For the record, also, this is just going to be the eye look that I'm testing out, because, I mean, her skin isn't the same tone or texture as mine. You know, our face shapes are totally different, so the contouring and highlighting techniques will be completely different. So the first thing she says is to prime your eyes. She says to use the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. I just now found mine, but I didn't have it before, so I went ahead and primed with my usual Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. So first she wants me to take this Bella Espresso eyeshadow on a flat shader brush and pack it on my lid. Easy enough. So I am going to go ahead and do that. Sorry if you guys hear my phone in the background. It's crazy. I have a Christmas party to go to tonight, so a bunch of peeps be trying to contact me. Yo. Now, she's emphasized to keep this color on the mobile lid, so just on the lid that moves when you blink. So not to blend it too far up into the crease, not to try and create a new crease. Not reinventing the wheel here. So far, so good. This is pretty simple. Alright, so that's done. Next step, I believe, is to go ahead and put a different Bella Eyes eyeshadow into the crease to kind of help blend that out, and that shadow is Bella Cappuccino. Really, really good transition shade from what she says, and I'm inclined to agree. I have used this in my makeup routine before. I'm just going to take a fluffy shadow brush, swirl it around in the eyeshadow a little bit, pick up some of that product, and we're going to use it to all up in that crease. And one thing I will say that I like a lot about Cora over at Vintageortacky, she explains a lot. She talks a lot during her tutorials, which in this case is a good thing because every single step she does, she explains exactly why she's doing it, what it's doing, you know, all that great stuff. So while I'm doing this, I'm learning not just how to do this particular look with these specific shadows, but I'm also learning techniques that I could then apply to other color combinations if I wanted to. I'm looking over at the video now. So she's just kind of blending out this Bella Espresso with the Bella Cappuccino and putting it into the crease to suit her eye shape. I'm doing the same thing. I'm going ahead and kind of adjusting where the eyeshadow is being placed to suit my eye shape. Alright, next step. Now she's taking the Lorac Pro 2 palette and she's taking the plum shade in the palette and she's just working it on the outer edge, on the outer corner of her eye. So I'm just going to take a little bit on the same brush I used with Cappuccino and I'm just going to work it in the outer corner, just pressing and sweeping the way she is. I'm also using a different brush than she is. She's using some kind of tapered blending brush that looks kind of like a MAC 217, but it's a little bit different. I'm using this because it's what I have on hand, and it should do the job pretty well. And she also said that sometimes you have to bring your finger to the party. So I'm just going to make sure all this is well blended out. Alright. Cool. So far it's looking pretty good. I don't know if it's going to look exactly like how hers looks, but our faces are also really, really different. So I'm not going to try and exactly replicate it. I'm just going to try and make, you know, give the same effect that hers is giving, except on my eyes. So, next is brow bone. Here is my other flat shader brush. Have you guys ever had that happen to you? Where you just set a brush down and then it disappears into the ether? I have no idea where mine went. Here it is. Okay, so she wants to highlight with buff on the brow bone, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is a really good brow bone highlight. Love it. And she takes her brow bone highlight pretty low on her eye as well. Through. I did watch this video with sound for the record. I've got it playing over here on mute just so I can keep myself reminded of what I'm supposed to be doing. So now she's working the inner corner. Alright, so now she's gonna do beige in the inner corner, blending back to the center of the lid. Well, not quite the center, but close. And I'm gonna do that. Whee! This color's really, really pigmented. And she's kind of going up into the inner crease area over here as well. Okay, and then she took a little bit of Rosé, which is another color in this palette, and put that on the same spot that she did beige. So I guess we're kind of layering, if that makes sense. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that too. Hopefully that shows up. Have you ever sworn up and down that your eyeballs have two different personalities? Like, whereas an eye look will look great on one eye, it'll look terrible on the other. That's, I mean, this eye look doesn't look terrible on my other eye, but they just look different, that's all. Okay, close enough. Good. So I think I've got this kind of right so far. Now she's coming back in, I think, with Bella Espresso, just to bring back any of the lid color that may have been taken away. So I'll go ahead and do that too. Boop. I'm losing light here. What I like about Vintageortacky is she does her eyes first, kind of like I do. So what's she doing next? What you doing next, Vintageortacky? Now she's moved on to the face part of her makeup. She's doing, you know, the primer, the foundation, all that stuff, which is a pretty good idea to do before doing the lower lash line eyeshadow. In fact, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my face off camera because I do my face differently than she does hers. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my normal face routine, and I will be back when I'm done. Hey guys, wow, I am losing light fast. I also had to answer my door. There was somebody at my door looking for someone. But here we are, my face is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the next step in the tutorial, which is a brown liner along the upper lash line and into the upper waterline. I'm using the Kat Von D pencil in Immortal Love. It's not sharpened, so I'm gonna have to be really careful with this. There we go, that's done. So her next step, she uses kind of a brown plum, really unique colored eyeliner to go underneath her lower lash line. And I have a lot of eyeliner, but I don't have anything that even remotely resembles that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make my own brown plum eyeliner by using the Milani Liquid Eye in this kind of plummy shade and then adding brown if I need to, but I'm not sure I'll need to yet. Yeah, no, that's plenty of brown. On my lower lash line. Okay, she's taking a Q-tip and smudging it out. I don't have any Q-tips down here, so I am going to go ahead and use a pencil brush, which should do the exact same thing. So the next step is she's putting a nude liner on her inner rim on the bottom, and I'm going to use the Rimmel Scandaleyes pencil. There you go. Cool. That step's done. And now she's doing mascara on her upper and lower lash line. Now, I personally don't do mascara on my lower lashes just because I don't think it looks very good on me, and it usually ends up stamping onto my under eye, which is never good. So I'm going to go ahead and use the mascara I have on hand, which is L'Oreal Telescopic, and put that on my upper lashes. So after she was done with mascara, she cleaned her waterline and put the nude liner in, so I did it a little bit out of step, but hey, I'm a rebel. So I'm just gonna fan my eyes until the mascara dries. She curled her lashes. I have curly eyelashes, so I don't really need to. And I believe she's using Ardell Demi Wispies, if I'm not mistaken. So I happen to have a pair of Ardell Demi Wispies right here. They're pretty affordable. You can find them at most drugstores. Where are my tweezers? Tweezers! Tweezers! There they are. She's using like a white or clear-ish lash glue. I'm using my Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive, the dark one, and not necessarily for any particular reason, it's just the glue I had. And then I'm going to put it on my eyeball. Okay. I think we got it, guys. No sudden movements. Alright. Lashes are on now. The rest of the tutorial was basically just her doing her lip. I'm not going to do the lip she does, so I'm going to go ahead and finish my makeup off camera, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, I'm back in better lighting because the sun has gone down to show you guys the finished makeup look following Vintageortacky's tutorial on YouTube. This is how the eyes turned out. I'm liking them a lot, not gonna lie. This was a very successful tutorial. I think she explained everything really well, said why she was doing each of the things she was doing, and, you know, filmed all of the really important parts to make sure that people would be able to catch on to the, you know, the techniques that she was showing. And for those of you who are wondering what is on my lips, I put Max Night Moth underneath with OCC Lip Tar in Techno Pagan over top. I am loving how this turned out. I think it looks great. I think I'm gonna be ready to partay tonight at the Christmas party I'm going to. And all in all, I think this is a win for Vintageortacky. Cora gets 2 thumbs up from me for this particular tutorial. It is completely replicable for anyone who's at, you know, fairly, I would say fairly mild makeup skill level. I mean, I don't think a complete and total beginner could do this because it involves a lot of, you know, fairly technical basics like putting on fake eyelashes and tight lining, which a lot of beginners aren't going to be able to do right away. But I think with a little bit of practice, you know, someone with a mild amount of makeup experience could easily pull this look off just like the way she did. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Now it's your turn, YouTube. Let me know if this is a good idea. Give me ideas for different gurus to try and replicate. Also, I almost forgot that this is probably going to be the last video that I film for the new year. I want to wish you guys, or for this year, 2014, I want to wish you guys a happy and safe new year. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next year. Bye!